This may be of no importance to you whatsoever. And all I can tell you is it should be the most important thing in your life to know, because you're living through a time that is repeating history. And when you don't know history, it shall repeat. What caused the fall of the mighty Roman Empire? Any thoughts? Like, what do you think it could have been? And what usually happens to any empire, any group that falls at any time? Usually, in most cases, not all cases, but usually it's leadership. When your leadership is not, how can I say, not for the people, when your leadership presents an agenda that is not going to be for the betterment of the people, and start just giving the people what they want, as we could say. But people sometimes don't know what's good for them. So that's why you have quote unquote governing bodies. Caligula, emperor of Rome, was a, how can I say, a very dubious man. He was more interested in the illustrious Roman lifestyle than actual leading it to a better and more stronger and more fortified position. It was a movie made called Caligula, where it basically showed you this emperor would rather have orgies than have a senate. If your leadership is more important to them to be amongst the lifestyle of the rich and famous, then I can guarantee you that the people, or the citizen, where the citizen was actually created in Rome, the plebis, the plebe. Citizen is a second-hand thing. It's not the natural person, nor could it ever be a sovereign person where the Constitution creates for the American citizen. But in the lifestyle, the agenda that any platform, whether it be whatever political party, if that political party that is in power don't give the right tools and necessities for the people to empower themselves for the betterment of a nation, then you will have a very, very deprived people and a deprived culture. Your culture will become somewhat of debauchery and not of honor. And today, we have a lot of debauchery. One example of debauchery, or let's say one example of what leadership can do and what happens after that leadership falls. Say like you yourself came through hard times in life. You was not born with a silver spoon in your mouth. You had to work. You had to get it out the mud, as they say. And you have a family as you get older, and your children don't have to see any of the type of hardships that you had to face. They didn't have to get out of the mud. You got out of the mud for them. And you may deprive your children of a certain type of nurturing environment that made you strong. They didn't have to go through none of that. And so now you're older. Now they're in a position to be leaders. Do you think that child is going to be the same type of leader? Impossible. That's what caused the fall of Rome. A spoiled life can ruin many, because when it's already there and you didn't have to work for it, you think it's just owed to you. That's a terrible mindset. For our nation used to be a large industrial manufacturing nation. Now we have other nations making our clothes, making our equipment, making our tools, making the things that we use in our households on a daily basis. We now have become a spoiled nation. We don't even believe that we should even make our own things anymore. What you think is about to happen to us?